My bad. My battery died. But anyways, like I said, from them spreading rumors and making false accusations and calling the county personnel, housing, what is it called? Doing all kinds of stuff. Then I listen to my spiritual advisors and my guides, and you know who you are. um, this is stuff that I suspected for many years, and from what I observed, and they really confirmed what I already know, that it was has to do with financial monies hidden, taken. Because I know some things. I never really discuss, certain things because, some people are very immature. You can't reason with some, and I know with my family, I know what type of people they are. So, like I said, which really gets me is that the the local sheriff department are the ones who work with these criminal as deputies who work with the criminal people in North Highlands and meth heads. Cause I always wonder how the fuck they know where I'm at. Like I'll be at Safeway, for example, way across town, and here they come, meth heads, following me in the store, limping one leg, and I think that's the guy who probably came over here where I'm at. Like he was limping, like his foot was dragging or something, and they damaged my fuel tank, the cap. If people were, I'm like, damn, you got me out of there, but I'm not done with them. I'm trying to tell you, but they managed to get me out of there unlawfully, and basically, just keep harassing me because I knew what was going on because they kept bothering me. Like, why do these people keep bothering me and bumping my car and like for no reason, like just for no reason, especially that chick that I got restraining order against. And her dude, he was in prison for robbery, and his friend shot up the store clerk, and he was living on the property, which was against the lease, it's against the contract. And they said they found a gun. The girl had told the dude, her baby daddy, and she said, yeah, I'm gonna call the police on you. I know exactly what to say. And she sure did. She said something about he had a gun under the seat of the car. He had a blue car under the seat of the car, and he tried to threaten her with her life or some bullshit she said. And the police comes, or the sheriff comes, and he's I guess by the side by the garbage can. Like I didn't see the whole thing, but she was bragging. Oh yeah, he going to jail today. Yeah, he was the other bitch and blah blah blah. Like what? And he was arrested, and then I could have filed a restraining order against him because he's the one who pulled my hair wrap off when that bitch was who assaulted me on the grounds on the property, and she didn't even get evicted at all because she was paid by the manager. So long story short, he got put in jail, and then even the probation people came over there. But I'm like, isn't this against the contract and the what is it, the contract, the lease agreement? Because I'm reading the lease because I make people try to set you up. I'm like, oh no, you don't catch me doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty much no, but I'm pretty to myself anyway. But I'm just like what? And the manager didn't do shit about it because I'm telling you, that's why all the criminals, they do all kind of dirty shit over there. So he spent, I think, 18 months in jail, whatever it was. You can find it online. And I'm like, then I realized the dude that got put in jail, her baby daddy, is related to the maintenance people. Oh, it's going down. I remember one time I was home, they thought I wasn't home because my green car, I had a Taurus. I had donated, I had no car at that time. So, the the dude that got put in jail or back to jail, and her son, because his son was the one who was involved in that robbery up in Oakland, and at the bond fair market. Oh, I got the information, and they checked my door. There was like go like this to the door, had a different door knob. It was like this, and the guy said, "Shh, don't do that, and she'll put a restraining order against you." That's the father had said to the son. And I'm looking through the peephole like, what the fuck? These people are criminals. So, and then they're also related, some connection with the former tenant that was living there before, who's also connected to who? My aunt, through marriage, and all that kind of bullshit. I already got the whole list, and my brother and my other family members, and they're hanging at the other apartment complex, and the maintenance people, and selling their stuff. Oh, I got the whole information. Like I said, these people have been bothering me since I've been over there, and I'm like, if you don't want me to be at your property, then you shouldn't have accepted me, or allow me to get there. But I believe it was all a setup anyway, because the management kept calling me. Oh, Fatima, your apartment is ready. Your apartment's ready. I'm like, when are you gonna move in? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be there. It was already approved for me to move in. I'm like, why are you rushing me? And my mom had told me, she said, when they do stuff like that, is that a good idea? But you're also desperate to get a place. And so I got in, and I went to my mom's house, like a couple weeks later, not a month later, whatever it was. And then before then, the maintenance guy was looking at the peephole because they were redoing the apartment, because when I got evicted. And I was looking at the peephole, like, what's all this noise over there? And then he told one of the maintenance lady to close the door because I'm looking through the peephole. I'm like, damn, how you know all that? So that's when I called my sister and her boyfriend to come look around to see if there's any surveillance stuff in my apartment, because I heard echoing, this and the other. And the maintenance man knew I was looking through the peephole, but we didn't find anything. But turns out later, years later, I found out it was in the light fixture. So, long story. So he followed me over to my mom's house, Southside, and I'm like, damn. She had lived in the cul-de-sac at the time. I'm like, damn. Like, how did he follow me all the way over here? Me, I'm not thinking, but they were breaking into my car then. There was no reason for me to have an alarm in that car because there's nothing in there anyway. It was a 2004 Taurus. But long story. So, since then, I have found some information out, and they've been harassing me since, because they were like, because like I said, my bathtub was cracking. They didn't want to fix that. They didn't want to do anything. And then the regional manager was he worked for Lions, right? Like Lion Real Estate, whatever it was. And there's an article online before he came over to where I was at before, back in, I think, 2014 or something around there. And he did an article. He's managing some apartments. And he said, he didn't know there was methamphetamines cooking in the apartment. The whole apartment blew up, right? This is like another property. And I had response that he's a liar. I told him about the marijuana and the allegedly acetone smell and this, that, and the other, and he ignored it. He said there's nothing he can do about it because marijuana is legal. But I'm like, okay, the lease said something else. I mean, I'm not against it. That's the whole point. But the issue is, for me, it was coming in my apartment and affecting my son. I mean, I don't care what you do, how you do it. Even me as an adult, I'll do what I want to do. But when it affects a child's health and their safety, and I got a problem. And especially when against the lease, you know what I'm saying? So that's most part of it. They were upset. And I didn't quite get it. One officer, he was pretty nice. It was like many years back. He was like, well, they cleaned it up over here. I'm like, clean it up? Like, what? And not knowing, and then I started observing the whole situation, and management didn't want to do nothing about anything, didn't want to fix my shit. And when they do fix my stuff, they'll come in my apartment when I'm gone and fuck around in my stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, but overall, it's just like, these people they're very hateful, and I believe, which they have, not believe, but they have spreaded rumors and untruths about me, because that community is that type of community. And so for them to steal my information, my documents, and my traffic documents, and, my personal medical information, my child's medical information, this is a travesty. It's a violation. Now, how would they feel if I did that to them? Hired somebody to go to their house? I mean, they've been on my phone, hacking my shit. I already have their addresses anyway. So what if that was done to them? They wouldn't like that at all either. There's a particular person who filed for state disability, and he's bullshit. You know what I mean? I could report him if I really wanted to. He's state disability. He's not disabled. He's working. He's doing all kind of stuff. He's talking about he's disabled from work and workman's comp and all kind of shit. No, he's not. I'm telling you, I'm going to turn them all in. They fucked with my car. That's the number one thing, because they know I can't be mobile. Sacramento is not that, what's it called? What's the word? I can't think of it anyway. But, you can't get away, you can't get around without your own transportation. You take the bus, it takes hours to get to your destination. So I'm reporting them all. Bet you I am. This is travesty, this is discrimination, it's harassment, and they still doing it. And I'm like, okay, how to know where I'm at? I already know how to know where I'm at because number one, the tracking device on my car. Number two, it's my phone. I mean, yeah, I could have changed my phone and turned it off, which I am going to turn off when I move. No one's going to know where I'm at anyway. But even if they do, best believe restraining orders, liens, everything. And I'm doing that now because my car was in good running condition when I bought it. They tampered with it over there, tampered with it at Walmart, and they tampered with it 3 or 4 times at the similar location where at my hideout. You know what I'm saying? And it's very unfortunate that these people, no one sees nothing. No one sees nothing. I said, oh, okay. But I already know who did it on Thursday. I already know who did that part. It's going down, and I'm not going to shed a tear. You see what I mean? Because how dare you fuck with my shit, my transportation for me and my child, and that puts a hindrance on where, because like I said, there was one place that it seemed promising, and they were like, this and this and that, and apply, and I'm like, fucked up all this damn money, because the people gonna pay me for all this bullshit. But anyways, long story, I'm just upset. But long story, it's like, I don't want to get something that's sight unseen. Because, I mean, if I would have did that, I would have did it in Rancho. And the place smelled like smoke. Like, literally smoke. Like I just came from that environment. It's one thing if you smoke outside, but the whole place is like, oh, no, I can't be here. So, because I'm older, too, so my tolerance is, it's like, So, anyways, so all said and done, it's very unfortunate. I mean, I just totally regret to this day. I totally regret moving to that place. And I didn't know until I started looking up the services. I had a list, but they took that shit out of my computer. They took my memory cards, but I had that list of all the services that were provided in that community. As they said, low income community, we want to ensure that they learn how to basically read and write and arithmetic and manage and be self-sufficient. And I'm like, well, I don't fit that category. But that's how they dub that community, because that's like the last resort. That's the bottom. That's people who have never made it in life. Just their drugs, homelessness, addicts, mental health, recidivism. Being from the prisons and all type of shit. So I observed that. And I thought I can be a pillar in the community by tutoring the children and show an easy way how to get through math and reading, stuff like that. But then, because my own child, he's all right. He doesn't want to do anything. But he's smart in his own way. But, yeah. And even the manager kept calling the school on me and my child. It didn't work. They tried it at first. The manager, she tried it at first. And I contacted somebody and he said, oh, it was an isolated incident. It would never happen again. I said, oh, it better not. They tried it, but it didn't work. And that's when my, fast forward, my mom had passed, when my brother's son's mom, she was so irate. But I was like, bitch, I don't even know you like that anyway. But, I don't respond to shit like that, because they want you to have a reaction. So long story short, she had said, yeah, that's why Rock said, it's my brother. He's my younger brother. Matter of fact, I'm the oldest. So had said, yeah, I should call CPS on you on the conditions of your apartment. And I said, conditions of my apartment? Bitch, you ain't been in my apartment. I didn't say that part though. But I'm like, go ahead, call him. I'll call because she was getting housing and she owned the house, put in her child's name. I got all the information. I said, call CPS, call them. I said, they can't come here. They will never come. I said, they know who I am. They even told me, we know our families, because they kept calling them and trying to, create a narrative. And that explains how they called CPS on for my daughters, because they were more like, yeah, I'm gonna live with my uncle. I'm like, what? Like, you don't even know him like that. So then I put two and two together in 2012, maybe at 2011. That's when my shit came up missing in my apartment, but in my home at the time. And I couldn't even, I can't accuse anybody, because I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. It's gone, it's gone. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But it reappears when I move, you know what I'm saying? Last year. But that explains how the CPS got involved in my life, because the person who's a friend to my family is a friend to the social worker who I tried to sue for a civil rights violation. And she was adamant about, oh, we can't force the children to go back home. Whatever they was bullshit. But see, it was all planned out. And me at that time, I didn't know I was doing my child support stuff. And then I was like, well, my kids were misbehaving. And my oldest daughter was behind it all. And I'm like, no one would tell me anything about who came in the home. I told them specifically, don't have nobody come in this house. This, that, and the other. They still defied me. You know what I'm saying? So that explains how that satellite got up on the roof. It explains a whole lot of stuff. It explains why my personal documents, my fire extinguisher, hair curlers, all kind of shit, my cast iron skillet frying pans was at my mom's house. When I seen that, I was shocked. I said, what? So that explains how they got my financial documents from my insurance documents. My brother probably took it. Or brothers. It didn't work. They're frauds. I'm trying to tell you. People think, oh, this, that, this, that, other. I have so much information, even from, I can't say a whole lot, but yeah. But anyways, my car is down. I'm rambling as I always do. I'm so upset. Literally, I am very upset. My car is down. But what I want to do is I'm going to just get rid of it anyway. Get my shit out of there, whatever. Just get rid of it, and then and move on. I can't harper on things. That's not my knack. Because there's things that if you can't change it, why harper on it? I mean, yeah, I'm upset about it, but it's like, just move on, get another one, like I always do. It will hinder me for a little bit, and thank goodness, I have some resources, to do what I need to do. But people they're just jealous. They're jealous. They're envious, because those people are low lives. You hear me? They're low lives. They're what's the word I want to use? They're deranged. No common sense. No sort of reasoning. Drug addicts. They try to put that shit on me. It didn't work. The people, they know who I am. The courts know who I am. The system knows who I am. They know who I am. And even before, I remember I did something. I filed some documents or something. And the next thing I know, on Facebook, there was a bunch of sheriffs looking at my page from Arizona from New York and Texas, New York, what else? New York already, Georgia, a lot of sheriff deputies on my Facebook. You know how they say, people look on your page. At that time, they had an app on Android, and you can see like who looked at your page, or who deleted this, or who commented this. Oops, sorry. I was shocked. So why people looking at my page? Now I see why. Because it was all planned out. It was all planned, and they try to put me on this list, but their list is a private local list, because I had called somewhere and they told me what was up. They didn't say it directly, but I can read between the lines. That's the goodness about me. Because someone can read. I can't say too much, but anyways, yeah, it all started from that environment. I mean, probably from Rancho, but the majority of it probably started there because my family probably put something in the system, and it probably spreading rumors and shit. But I always say, okay, keep spreading them. I'll show that picture that I have, and then some other information, whatever. But I'm like, over my money, over my mother's money. You know what I'm saying? That tells you right there. What the fuck? Like, what's the reasoning? People should always wonder, okay, why would your own family snitch or not even snitch, but quote unquote snitch, but spread false information and report you, or have their friends do it? They should always wonder, there's something behind it. Like, why? Like, why are you doing it? Are you too much of a saint, an angel? So people don't know their history, their background. I have all the secrets. I'm trying to tell you. If I really wanted to, I could say all kinds of stuff I really wanted to. That's probably why they want to take me out. Number one, for money, life insurance, possibly. Number two, I'll tell everything that I know. Even with the Well, yeah, it's all corrupt anyway. Everybody's all involved. Everybody in my family, the property manager, they all know each other. They're the sheriffs, stingray devices, hacking. I got more information too in regards to that, and addresses too. This is not isolated. This is the whole enterprise. You know, and they stole my tax documents too, but it's okay. They can go ahead and steal that. And if they try to use it or try to call, whatever, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. You hear me? It's not going to work. And it's very in the little community, and I know who did that. That's the judge anyway. My ex is a former attorney. She's so jealous of me anyway. Yeah, she makes more money. She has her position. She abused her position, but she's still jealous of me because her and my ex were an item at one point. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. All her documents that she wrote are personal. To my comprehension, some stuff has been missing, but I have some little documents that she manipulated. She changed in favor of her client. He didn't pay a dime. Let's say, she helped him get information in regards to my housing information. It's in the 2010 so-called bench trial in family court. He puts everything in there. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this all behind the scenes, and then they befriended my family, and my daughters were at this little ceremony thing they did for going to the military, whatever. It's a bunch of shit. All of them are jealous of me. I remember one time my ex had said, back in 99 or 2000, he was like, "How'd you buy this car? How'd you buy that?" I'm like, okay, the store. And the place I was working too. So they're always wondering, like, what am I doing? How am I doing it? Why? Because they're deficient. The people are low lives. Like I said, I regret every bit of everything. Moving to that community, I've never in my life have been through this. And all that stalking, harassing, following, hacking, surveilling, hitting cameras in the unit. That's a violation. That's a voyeurism. They can go to prison for that for a very long time. And listening devices and shit like that. I've never. Because they wanted to try to find something. One terror messenger said, "Yeah, just wait. Just give one more try." She's basically putting a hit on me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She ain't saying no names, but she sure gave the description. And I downloaded that video, and you won't find it this time. Because they deleted some shit off my phone and some incriminating information that I found that, they're from Sacramento. All of them are from Sacramento, my town. And I got friends relatives in different areas to make it seem like it's not connected. I mean, it's all connected. Nobody's stupid. And she was like, she mentioned something, basically what I was wearing or whatever in this room I was in. I'm like, what? And I'm like, people are perverts. They're sick. Sick fucks. They're sick. And they're like, yeah, we're going to find something because, see, they've been stealing using my name. Identity theft and bullshit like that. They've been stealing. They want to see what I'm up to, how am I doing, how I dress, this and that. If I'm with this person, like, what is it to you? They're mentally deranged. And I listen to them too for information, but it's like, I already know anyway. Everything they said, even then and now, is confirmation for what I already know already. I've been compiling a whole lot of stuff. That's what they're trying to get my thing, so they can try to destroy it. But I already have copies of everything anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when she put that hit, it's a female, and she was like, yeah, one more time. What did she say? What word she said? She used, this your last chance. But she was speaking in parables, you know what I mean, in circles. This your last chance. Yeah, the privileged man, this, that, and the other. Yeah, this, that, and the other. And she described everything. Yeah, the Teslas, this and that, and all kind of stuff. I already know. I already peep game already. That's why she's going to be going down too. So get your affairs in order. Get your affairs in order. She's the one who's putting the hit. Hit man's a hit woman. It's a hit. Yes, her too, because she wants this dude that he don't even want her. You know what I'm saying? And 3 is because of some money that they were getting under the table from that area. And the other guy possibly went along with it. Yeah, he probably was a hitman, but he was probably went along with it because of her scheming and scamming. That's all they do over there: scheme, scam, take people's identity, from the management, and they commit fraud. I mean, you won't know until years later. Like right now, I looked my name up early this morning again. I wanted to see something, and I'm reporting it. It has my name, a different date of birth. Says I'm in Pennsylvania. How did I get to Pennsylvania? I never been there before in my life. You see, fraud. All these. I'm trying. Oh, I can't say too much, but yeah, but it's not gonna work. People know who I am anyway. And my mom had told me, Fatima, change your name. I'm like, why? She wouldn't tell me why. Because of the dark web. And my brother, he had a big fat mouth. Both of them anyway. And they probably told her, yeah, Fatima on the dark web, they exploiting her possibly. You know what I'm saying? My mom kept saying, Fatima, change your name. You need to change your name. I thought because of the, my advocacy and, trying to sue. But she knew what was up because they probably told her. And my mom, she had straight intuition. At one point, she had said, yeah, about her husband, my half-sibling's father. She says, yeah, blah, blah's cousins, they married each other, blah, blah. She was trying to tell me there's incest in the family. There's something that she probably caught somebody doing or heard something, but my mom didn't say anything, And, yeah, it's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. I could say a whole lot if I really wanted to, but I ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna get their karma. So my car, like I said, my car is down. Off of one subject to another, my car is down. And, but it's all good. It was a good car when it lasted, strong engine, everything. But they're so jealous, they destroy that. But it's okay. You don't go to prison. You be boo-hoo crying. Wish they never did it. Wish they never got caught. Or how did they get caught? Who saw them? It was late at night. I already know. I already know what's going to happen. What are they going to say? Like, how do they know? It was late at night. Oh, nobody saw us. It was dark. But see, as you think people not watching you, you're being watched too. Period. We're in the age of technology. People are so dumb. But anyways, until next time. Peace.